So I do love that we have seen Mando and Grogu right off rip. And of course, we see Lateef Crowder and Brendan Wayne just going absolutely crazy in that opening sequence where, they're in the AT-ATs, pretty much just blowing everything up. A snow/stormtrooper stands no chance alongside Din Djarin. They have never had good luck against him. But you really, really get to see that here. So what did you guys think of the badassery? I know Ron already mentioned how badass Din Djarin is, especially in the Star Wars galaxy, but like, what were we thinking of that opening sequence, man? Because for me, I was just like, I was perked up in my seat, just like, oh my God, let's go, let's go, let's go. So what did you guys think of that?
Go ahead, John.
I it's a good time, man. I view it as like it's just like the Hut said, the legendary Mando. It's like this dude at this point in time in history is pretty renowned, pretty known. Doesn't really waste time, like just walks in, handles business. He's plated up with Beskar, so it's like unless you get like a critical hit or something like that in a zone not covered, he's just gonna tank it and keep coming. So it's like I like the not like immortality they have with him, but I do kind of like the plot armor that they give him literally where it's like the, they're stormtroopers, like they're not the best dudes in the galaxy, they're not they're not trained to be incredible, and it's just the Mando dude. This is just another day in the park for him.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, definitely. I think when we put it all together and we know what he's done already, and he's already been a badass in the universe, and like you had suggested with, the Hut saying the legendary. So we know he's a badass. And when he comes in, and they don't even know it half the time, he's just sneaking in. And that was the best part about that first one. The guy's on the radio and all of a sudden, boom, he gets shot in the head and just drops, which is awesome. So it's like, and you don't even see it. Same with when they're in the council room. They're just sitting in there. They know he's already in the building, and those two stormtroopers are sitting on the outside of that table. And all of a sudden, boom, one just drops down, and you don't even see him yet. So coming in there like that, I think it shows, and that's again how Star Wars has started most of the time, whether it's, Empire Strikes Back or A New Hope, just with the Star Destroyer coming over and we have the whole opening scene there, so I think they've done a great job continuing that, in my opinion, continuing that Star Wars universe where you have that 1-2 punch right at the beginning. Getting us in there, putting the screen up. It wasn't a scroll, which was cool. Again, this is 2026. This is 50 years later, so things are gonna change, people. So it's a good thing that things are changing. They still had, I thought, the meat and potatoes of it, but you know what? It's okay if they didn't have a scroll. It's okay if they started, with the announcing or coming across the screen that Pedro Pascal and Jeremy Allen White are in the movie. And I thought it was great that Lateef and